Hey, good morning everyone. It's Julia Felton from Business Horsepower, and I'm up here in the Pilanesberg Games Reserve in South Africa, where I'm spending a couple of weeks just hanging out in the bush. And I just wanted to get up. It's bright and early here in the morning, about 5:30, and I just wanted to shoot this quick video for you to just talk about the power of nature and its importance to business and what we can really learn from business. So out here in the bush, it's bright and early, and as I look around me, I don't know if you can see, it looks really serene and quiet and not a lot's going on. And yet there is so much activity going on here in the bush. Everything is dependent on everything else here out in nature. So there's no time, energy, or resources wasted out here, because each and every plant, each and every insect, each and every bird, each and every animal has its role to play in creating this perfect ecosystem that we call nature. And as I've been thinking about this, I'm like, well, that's exactly the same in business. Business is a massive ecosystem where what one person does affects another person, affects another person. And we're all interconnected together and actually interdependent on each other for our success. And, it just occurs to me that often when I'm in business and when I'm in the business world, I can often forget that. I can often forget that impact that my actions and decisions that I make can have on other people. And yet there's a synergy and a harmony to everything that exists in nature, and it all happens for a reason. And it's no mistake that the lion are out here and the lion killed the impala, and the impala eat on the shrubs that keep down the population of the grasses. And what I also love here about nature is how everything cohabitates together. So what we've been seeing a lot of, because I've been out a lot of game drives here, are things like the wildebeest and the zebra. They often travel together because the wildebeest eat the shorter grass that the zebra have created for them. So the zebra go along, almost lawn mowing the top of the grass off so that the wildebeest can eat it afterwards. So there's a real cooperation and collaboration here going on in the bush. And I just really wish that we could appreciate the importance of that in business. And in my book, The Alchemy of Change, I really look about how we can use the power of nature to help us learn lessons to run our businesses better. And I'll be producing a series of short videos while I'm out here in Africa, just about all the lessons I'm learning from the wildlife, the plants, the fauna out here, that just provide really, really pertinent business lessons for us back in the business world. So that's my really first thought for today, is just remember that business is an ecosystem. Everything is dependent on everything else, and just like out here in the bush, when things get out of balance, nature takes cataclysmic action to change things. So I don't know if you can see behind me, but I've got a mountain range here, and this mountain range is the Pilanesberg mountain range, and it was generated by an internal volcano. So the volcano didn't erupt through the surface, it actually pushed up, and that's what's creating the almost like molten lava hills. They're actually made of granite behind me. So when things need to change, nature physically changes them and makes something very different. And it just occurred to me that also happens in business. When our world gets out of kilter, nature provides some action for us that we may or may not like. Sometimes here, for example, in the Pilanesberg Reserve, we've got 150 years of the worst drought. So we're seeing some real changes here to the ecosystem going on just because there's a lack of water right now. And the same on the stock markets. When things get out of kilter, we have stock market crashes, or as we've seen in the US, housing crashes. In the UK, housing crashes too. So I just want to remind everyone that there's just this ebb and flow to everything that's going on in the world, and a rhythm and a purpose. And it is because we're all interconnected and interdependent on everyone else. So that's really just my thought for today, and the fact that there's so much that we can learn from nature about what's going on in business. And I just encourage you to open your eyes and really stop and listen, as I'm shooting this video, I'm just watching the birds flying around. I'm listening to all the animals behind me and the little chirping birds, and then I see a few little beetles running around, and the fact that there's so much going on, but often we're just so busy in our world that we just miss it. So just for today, take a few minutes, slow down, and just think about and listen to what's happening around you, and how there is just this magical connection between everything that's going on in our lives and our business. Okay, that's all for today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.